Hey kids, it's Papa. You ready to explore the Bible? Okay, here it is. Revelation chapter 15. Revelation chapter 15. And we're going to look at verses 5 through 8 today. Revelation 15, 5 through 8. Get there. Okay? All right. And then after that, I looked, and behold, the temple of the tabernacle of the testimony in heaven was opened. Okay? That's kind of a mouthful. The temple of the tabernacle of the testimony in heaven was opened. Okay, so there's a temple in heaven. And what an amazing place that must be. Anyway, verse 6, and the seven angels came out of the temple. Now remember, we talked about these. They are angels, and it's going to describe them here. Having the seven plagues. We talked about that. The plagues, elsewhere, this Greek word is translated stripes, or the wounds on the back of one who is being beaten. And the one who's being beaten here is the Antichrist, okay? And all those who would follow him. And so the seven plagues, clothed in pure and white linen, having their breasts girded with golden girdles, okay? And so they've beautiful white robes. It's going to be gorgeous. And then they have, the gold, and it's going to be neat. But notice verse 7. And one of the four beasts gave unto the seven angels seven golden vials full of the wrath of God, who liveth forever and ever. Okay? Verse 8. And the temple was filled with smoke from the glory of God and from his power, and no man was able to enter into the heaven till the seven plagues of the seven angels were fulfilled. Okay? Now, there's a lot of imagery here, and a lot of it we don't understand. Those seven angels, it makes a big deal out of them. The seven plagues, or stripes, or beatings, or wounds, we're going to see those. But notice the temple was filled with the smoke from the glory of God. That's interesting. We read things like this elsewhere. Do you remember when Solomon built the temple? He built the temple, and they brought in all the singers and all the musicians and all of the sacrifices, and they started sacrificing. And the Bible says that the Shekinah glory came down upon the temple, and the glory of the Lord filled the temple with smoke. So much so that the people had to run out of the temple because they couldn't see, and they couldn't be there. The glory of the Lord filled the temple. And that's what's going to happen here. And it says that no man was able to enter the temple till the seven plagues of the seven angels were filled. Why? Because that's the presence of God. Notice it says it was filled with the smoke from the glory of God. Okay, so where did the smoke come from? From the glory of God. Okay, and so, what can we learn from this? I'm not sure. Be honest with you, it is one of those things that we read and we go, cool, and it'll be neat to see. And those of us who are in heaven, we will see it from another angle, and we will read this in the Bible and we'll go, wow, he described it exactly. So, smoke was from the glory of God, and it filled the temple. Hey, love you guys. See you later. Bye-bye.